Put it on stabilizers.
It really was. Set cruise control.
Fixing our position.
Letus Lapidus, did we come up here fast?
Well, that's for sure.
What do you think, Garloo?
It's okay, buddy. All right.
Watch it for us.
Hello and welcome. It is Friday, August 28th, and we are live from outer space.
Ray and Bree taking on an adventure no one has gone on before. We traveled to the planet of antique toys.
And what an adventure it was.
It was very exciting. Didn't we find some terrific specimens down there?
We did. They were just stellar. We've been on a 90-day mission. Our mission is ending completion this weekend, and we have so many amazing things to show you today.
Yes, the adventure was terrific. And Bree, why don't you tell us about the upcoming auction?
Yeah, so Cyber Toy Auctions begins this Saturday, August 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern. You can go to liveauctioneers.com and search for Cyber Toys. And it also continues Sunday, August 30th at 10 a.m. So it's a 2-day event.
We really scoured the galaxy to bring you a terrific auction. I think nearly about 1,600 different toys and banks to choose from. It's going to occupy all day Saturday and Sunday. And we just wanted to show you some of the great things that we found on our adventure.
Yeah, so joining us today, we are starting with what else other than a space capsule here?
A big theme of our whole broadcast here is we have a great space collection.
Yes.
One of the best space collections that we've ever had at Cyber Toys. And we thought, what better way to celebrate with a little trip to outer space?
Yes, so this is just a wonderful, wonderful toy. It's in great condition, and it's from the 60s. It's a Japanese toy. I love the NASA on the side of this, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of toys with NASA emblems on it. Again, almost all these toys are from the 1960s. They're made in Japan. You know, this was the heart of the space race.
Yes.
I mean, look at this. A fighting spaceman.
Look at that guy. Love
like
the face.
Using his chest all move and everything. Really terrific.
It's a great one. Original box. It's in excellent condition and working order. And these are all towards the end of day 2. So towards the end of Sunday. Look at this. Look at this Robo-Tank scene.
Oh, man.
I can actually see that one climbing across.
Me too. It's way before your time, but I remember back with the first moon landing, I was sick for some reason. Maybe it was made up, but I actually stayed at home, and I remember watching it on the black and white screen of the first man landing on the moon. And I was fascinated about the Mars or the moon lander rover, and it just reminds me of that. And this was produced way before that rover ever existed.
Next, we have this wonderful video for you. This is a NASA Space Explorer. And as you can see on this one, the reason why we chose this to show you is because of this magnificent action. So it takes, most of these robots take take C or D batteries, and this one took D, and in the remote control, there's 2 buttons. So the 2 actions don't work simultaneously, so you have to press the button to have him swing out of the Explorer, and then you press the other button for it actually to walk forward. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? Did you have anything like this one,
Yeah, I had a lot of different toys like this. I had a number of robots. I mean, that's what kids in the late 60s grew up with. So it just brought back a lot of memories when we got this collection in.
Next, we have this X-07 Space Surveillance, and look at that little cute astronaut there.
Yeah, great. I think this toy's a little bit later, but great action again. He sort of drives around almost like bumper car action. Again, imagine being a kid flying around in your little saucer. That's what it was all about.
Also, we have Chief Smokey. He's a great one, too. He's about 12 inches tall, so he's one of, like, the mid-range size for the robots.
Yeah, a little bit earlier. I think this one was made by Craig Stan. A little bit earlier robot. Again, similar actions with a lot of these, but just, really inventive and, sort of was a whole new class of toys. And, it was actually the Japanese, basically, this is their contribution. I've talked about how mechanical banks were America's contribution to the toy world. The Japanese are really known for their robots and space-related toys, kaiju, those kind of things. You got to stabilize there, Bree?
Yes, we're good. We are smooth sailing, Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this one. This is the NASA docking rocket. Once again, another Japanese toy from the 60s. And this one, we are not showing its original box, but it includes that as well. We had to find a larger space to demonstrate this one because it moves so fast.
Oh, it's flying by the pool.
Also,
great toy.
yes, look at this one. So this is the satellite launching truck. Definitely could be of use during our mission up here in space, but love the colors on this. And this one has a lot of great action. Do a bunch of different things.
Really nice, neat toy. Back here in the rear of the truck, that's actually the satellite. So it's like a spinner toy. And then in the middle, there's a spring-loaded propulsion mechanism. You would put the propeller on it, crank it, and you press the button, and it actually spins it up, and it shoots the satellite up into outer space.
That's amazing. Love it. Lot 3078 too. And this is probably one of the most famous robots in the sale, the Mr. Robot. And Ray mentioned it a couple minutes ago. This one's also made by Craig Stan. Original box, everything's original on it, and it's just an excellent robot. So if you're a robot collector, this is one of those ones that is a staple in a lot of robot collections. So highly sought after.
Yep.
Also, we've got, this is our little moon creature, and he was a lot of fun in finding him. So unlike most of the others that we've been showing you that were battery operated, he is a wind-up, and he is also a Japanese toy. So we're going with the theme here.
Space creature, one of Ray's favorites. How do you get on the ship?
How do you get up here?
I'll tell you, he's a sneaky little guy.
Hi, little man.
You gonna go home with Bree?
He's so cute. Okay. Well, now the three of us, now that we have our moon creature here, along our mission, we traveled to a planet called Planet Pulaski.
A planet very, very far away, with some very interesting characters. But it was quite a good time. Nancy and Bree and I went up a month or so ago, and this is where most of the collection that we're selling on day 2 of Cyber Toy Auctions is coming from.
Yes.
The alien we're referring to is the great Vernon E. Chamberlain, the one and only. So,
yes, and his wonderful wife, Jody.
And his wife, Jody. So let's throw it to Vern.
Check it out.
I got this, it's George Brown, I believe.
Look at the stenciling on the back.
Yeah, stunning. All glass windows, I've never seen it. Huge building. Definitely got the finials, and everything screams. George Brown, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is George Brown.
Original door. Anyways, this come out about, I bought this at the antique show 20 years ago in Syracuse. But never seen, I'm hoping somebody can tell us what it is, right? Out of Syracuse, out of a house. So her dad actually worked for the Orca factory out of Burbank, California, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
But I've never seen a double cockpit with the original box, with the original straw, never out of the box. So I bought this. I cannot find anything on it.
That's probably what, about 8-9 inches longer than the single cockpit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a completely different.
It's almost, yeah, it's 28 inches long. I've never seen it with the original flag, which is the original figure, but look at that celluloid windshields. But you can't, not one but 2 winders. And if you look at the inside of the mechanism, it's absolutely insane. It's huge. They're saying if you did not turn the rudder and lock it at a 45, this thing was going to sea, and you could say goodbye to it because it would end up in Canada. But being honest, it is beautiful.
It really is.
And wait till you see the box that goes with it. And the straw, like I
What's it
said.
say back there, Vern?
It says Orkin Craft, Columbus Industries Limited out of Burbank, California.
It doesn't seem like a prototype.
No. There's a house. I mean, it's a real thing, and I got the box with the
Never
knife.
seen one.
Never seen. Out of the whole collection that you're getting, This is my baby.
That's your
And it came right out of Syracuse. And I paid a lot of money. But her daddy worked at the factory, and she said the factory was converted from a toy factory to building airplane parts during World War II. But anyways, that's it. It is done. Look at the driver. Are you kidding? They get the cells with sample, but all the original porcelain plates, all the original handles, and they're all intact. Nothing is broken. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. But again, hopefully this goes to a good collector that appreciates quality German goodies from back in the turn of the century. This is amazing. This is my favorite.
Yeah. Show me how this one works.
Yeah, this is great.
Look at that key.
Oh my god. Original key.
So what is he? I think he's a wizard
He's
or
a jester. Jester. Okay. There we go. Now, I just think the automatons are my favorite, especially when you get this quality from 120 years ago. I mean, look, they literally have more mechanics. That's why they're called automatons.
what draws you to them?
I like the action, the condition, and my God, what a conversation piece.
This is what, one of the very first days?
It's one of the very first. And
Pneumatic
it's
action?
pneumatic action. You bump it. There's brass.
Well, you can tell, I mean, it has much better weight. I mean, it almost feels like a real
But what's
firearm.
really crazy is that's the original case. I mean, sort of straight. And it's every gun that was made from 1958 to 1964. It's beautiful. It is crazy. And that, you know what that is. That's eyes.
Cap can.
These are all taxicabs, which you've got some rare ones in there. Jack Herbert. Who remembers Jack Herbert? I came from here. A lot of these taxis came from Jack. But anyways, a lot of taxis. Few boats. But the cars, a lot of came from Sam. Downey. Do you remember Sam?
I remember Sam very well.
Now, look at the condition of that.
Hey, tell us a little about that.
Well, it's an herbal, but it's just stunning. It's probably the nicest one in the world. It's all original. It is stunning. This guy I just got, and he's the Rico. Look at that with the original conductor. Now, how did that not get broken? Think of this.
It's amazing.
Yeah. This guy is a Charles Rossignol. But again, that's Sammy Downs project. But look at the, I sold him this 35 years ago. Look at the condition. I sold that. That came from Mint and Box, believe it or not.
Good old men in box days.
The old Mint and Box days. We did have some nice stuff, by the way. We got a nice Radiguet up here.
Tell us a little about the red.
Well, the Radiguet, that came from, that was part of Mint and Box too. That was sold back in the 80s. Went to an American collector and I somehow got it back. Hey, how about this, Ray? You ended up selling this to Tom Sage, didn't you? I did. Look at this. Tom Sage. He bought it from me. I could have bought it from Ray, but it ended up.
Someone was a couple steps behind us.
Tom Sage was literally 10 feet ahead of me.
Everything in this room is really terrific.
To look from. I do have a great advertising collection too.
Yeah, you do.
But a whole lot of that too later. But can I tell you, back to the toys. Can I show you something over here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Check this out over here. So some of these banks, they're kind of cool. But look at this. It's like the night, but it's usually locked. But today it's open. Come on in. It's the toy room. Well, there's the box for the orchid.
Look at that. Look at this room.
Look at the box of the
Where all
orchid.
the good toys are.
I am so ready to go back.
It was a great time with that Planet Pulaski, I'll tell you. We really had a good time. Thank you, Vernon and Jody.
We did. Thank you so much.
You know, all the toys you saw, about half of those are coming up in Cyber Toys this weekend, and then the other half will be in RSL auctions, which is in about 2 weeks from now.
Yes, that is correct. So thank you again. And now we are moving on to this collection, which is also extremely exciting. This is out of California, from a former Pan Am flight attendant.
Good old Pan Am. I mean, that was the airline when I was a kid, and everyone was shocked when they went bankrupt. But, you know, again, early aviation toys, you know, the roots of all this, SS Cyber Toy back here, wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these early planes.
Right, I know. And I don't know, for some reason, this particular collection just really speaks to me because one of my favorite movies of all time is Catch Me If You Can. And when I see these planes, all I can picture is Leonardo DiCaprio peeling the stickers off the back of these planes and soaking them in the bathtub to make all of those counterfeit checks. So it's just, I mean, wild movie. And, but that's what that's one of the things I think of when I see these. So, if you're a Pan Am collector, not only are there toys, there's other memorabilia. So there are bags and all different types of items. So check all those out on Live Auctioneers. And next we have got a mouse band for you.
Started a little earlier back in time. This is the Mark's Merrymaker band. Who would have thought that they had bands made of mice back then?
I know. But this is a fairly common toy, but this one's in great condition.
Works well.
Yes, working order.
You know, nice color to it, no fading. A good looking toy.
Next, we have this Mark's Funny Face Harold. Love his little facial expression there that he has while he's waddling around. And this is Tut Tut. This is a Lehman German toy.
And moving a little further back in time, so early automotive now.
Yes, and most of these are denoted by, they will have that Lehman marking on them somewhere. But this is just an iconic one, and I love the look of this one. It's always been one of my favorites as far as Lehman go.
And always colorful, bright,
yes.
Cheery.
Very cheery. These are all on day 1, too, of the sale, so Saturday. Next, we've got the Charles Rossignol race car, and from the 30s.
A great airflow design, sort of has a little deco look to it. Beautiful condition. Look at Lester there.
I know.
Really pretty.
And we also have this Wolverine yellow mystery car. And this is just another one. We picked it because we're a little biased because Wolverine was out of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh company. And this is one of the rarer company.
Which seems so far away.
Very far away back there. But one of the rare toys that Wolverine made. Wolverine made a huge number of toys. That you generally only see a handful of them, but this is a great example of one of the Wolverine toys you don't usually see.
And next we have an early limousine, and it is even earlier from 1908.
Yeah, super early. Big debate. Everyone has their opinion of where it's from. We were thinking it was German, but it does have a lot of characteristics that it might be French. And actually, when I see that front end come in front of me, there is a possibility it could even be Spanish. So no one really knows who made this, but just a usual form and just something that a lot of the automotive guys haven't seen something like this.
We also have some beautiful mechanical banks in this sale. This is the Picture Gallery Bank, and it was made by Shepherd Hardware out of Buffalo, New York. And excellent condition, in working order. It's a great bank.
And our colleague Julian's going to show us how it works.
Yeah, so sending it over to Julian.
Here we have the Picture Gallery Bank, manufactured by Shepherd Hardware, circa 1885. The cool thing about this bank is it has two mechanical functions. The primary function is he will deposit your coin. The secondary function is teaching you the alphabet. So here we have the letter P, the corresponding number in the alphabet, number 16, the word pig, and a picture of a pig to correlate with P. The way this bank works is you have this lever to deposit your coin and this lever to make the circle go around, changing the letter. We're now on R, number 18, and we have a nice lovely picture of a rat.
Thank you, Julian.
That was great. That's
Love,
a way to learn your ABCs.
it really is. I love that segment. And we also have this other bank. This is the Bismarck Pig, cast iron mechanical made by J&E Stevens out of Cromwell, Connecticut. And it's a very rare bank to find like this.
Yeah, this is America was putting tariffs on pork imports during this period, and Bismarck was the Chancellor of Germany. So again, a lot of these banks become very sort of political, and they demonstrate what was going on at that time in history.
And there are probably less than 25 known original examples.
It's very rare. Now, this is a Charles Bailey bank. Charles Bailey is one of the famous designers for J&E Stevens. What I really like about this bank is Charles Bailey started designing banks, and they were made solely of lead. They're the Baby Elephant opens at 10 o'clock, Springing Cat, Darky Fisherman, and the Chinaman and Boat. Then, when he went to work for J&E Stevens, they sort of started to incorporate his designs into the cast iron foundry. So this is a cast iron bank, but the Bismarck figure itself and the back that sort of is the top of the pig, those are actually cast in lead. I like this bank a lot. I think it's very interesting.
I do too. But, anything that is slightly pig related, I'm always
She does like her pigs.
drawn to. So I will say this is one that I really like a lot. Also, we have these boats. We have them cataloged as Ishmeyer. They are arguably the earliest thing in the sales, about circa 1900. We've got the paddle wheeler, the double-masted sailboat, and the battleship.
Yeah, this is sort of like that limo that we talked about earlier. Originally, I thought they were Ishmeyer, but I don't know. The more I look at them, they could be Buckner. They're early German, right around the turn of the century. Great paddle wheeler, great sailing vessel, and then a steamer. It's actually a gunboat. So those are some of our finds. It was a pretty good expedition, wasn't it?
I know. It was an amazing expedition. I'm already ready to go. I can't wait. I'm ready for the auction this weekend. We've got to get back.
Home. We got to head home. We got to leave the Planet of Antique Toys.
Before we do, this just in from Planet Earth, our next RSL auction is going to be held September 12th and 13th. It's entitled A Cavalcade of Toys and Banks. It is on Live Auctioneers right now. Our next Old Toy Soldier auction is going to be September 25th, 26th, and 27th, and that is the Peelan Emporium auction. Fantastic auction. Catalogs also available for that sale right now as well. So we have other exciting things on the horizon. But as for now, we've got to hightail it home so that we can see you on the interweb for the auction this weekend.
You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Bye, everyone. Releasing stabilizers.
Let's go, Garland.
Strapped in. Ready to go to warp speed?
We're ready.
Engage.